stretch the pec, come up to where you flex the pec, and that's about, 70, 80, 90% range. Oh, man. We have a Bodies Masters chest press. This is a really cool, rare piece. And, I was talking to how I do mainly incline. I definitely throw some flat in there too, and decline. You should do incline, flat, and decline, but the focus should be incline. Oh, wow. That felt like it was all on my chest. So let's go to the next one. The best mass builder for chest, incline dumbbell chest press. This should be a staple in everyone's routine. I think dumbbells are arguably better than barbells. It lines up with your shoulder joint well, and you get a larger range of motion, and it's unilateral, so you can't favor one side more than the other. Oh. Yeah, starting to feel good. Let's do some flies, finish everything up. Cable variations for chest. So instead of standing and just doing normal like that, I like to line my arms up with the cables like that, come down, face down, and come in like this. I get a better contraction. I could, my lats could spread out more, and I feel like the gravity, you're using gravity to help you in this case. Yeah, give that a go. I mean, you could do standing too, but I like to do both. I actually like this one more, and this is a good reminder for me to start doing more of these. Seated cable fly machine. Now, in the other videos, you see me do this as a press, but it works really good with a fly too, because, chest is all presses and flies. Even though I didn't hit my back, I still feel like chest hits back a little bit too. Post-workout cardio, per usual. And I've been liking the bike lately. You ever do the bike and like your quads get pumped after? I know it's not growing my legs, but I kind of like the leg pump I get from it. But yeah, that was a pretty good chest day. I went pretty heavy on presses, well, whatever that's heavy for me. So when I go heavy like that, I usually take the next day off so my next day would be back. I always train back after chest, and chest is my best day in the gym. So I'm always so sore and beat up after chest that I'm always kind of like not fresh for back day. And back is super important. So I think I'm going to take tomorrow off and then hit back. But we'll see. Like I said, you go with the flow. Wake up in the morning, see how you feel, and then make your decision based off that. My quads feel pretty good from legs yesterday. When it comes to chest, I like to do 6 exercises 3 flies, 3 presses, and I like to start with a fly. So I didn't put it in the video today, but I usually start with a pec deck fly for chest. You can see it in my last chest day video. That's what I started with. But today I started with it, but I didn't film it. So I wanted to just get to that 4-plate hammer strength press today. And it felt good. My weight has been around the same, still 230-ish. You know, I haven't been taking anything. Only thing I'm taking is like supplements like pre-workout, creatine, and EAAs, and fish oil. But I've been honestly eating my face off. So I eat meal preps, clean meal preps, and then I have some dirtier meals on top of that. And honestly, if you're a guy who came from being skinny, eat all your clean meal preps, and then at the end of the day, I would have one dirty meal on top of that. And all that sodium and salt and, you know, the fats in there, you'll have a crazy pump the next day. You know, so summer's officially over. So that winter arc coming is that bulk grind, baby. And I don't know how long you guys have been following me, but I've been posting on Instagram 10 years, but on there I said I've been bulking my whole life, which is kind of true. I've never really had to cut down. Like I said, I came from being really skinny. So my whole life has been a battle just to eat my face off, train hard as possible to get bigger. But, you know, 10 years later, here I am. And, you know, I'm happy with how everything went. So when it comes to chest presses, free weight or machine, I believe you need a mixture of machines and free weights in every muscle group when you train them. The plus on the chest press machine is there's, you know, less stability, so you can focus on your chest more, and less wear and tear on the shoulders. So, you know, the free weights, you have to stabilize it more, and that's better for those inner muscles, but there's more of a wear and tear on your joints. If you're young, I recommend starting with free weights, and then as you get more experience and you can connect with your muscle better, then go into machines. Because there's no point to do machines unless you know how to squeeze, contract, and focus in on that muscle. There's no point. You might as well clang and bang, get strong on some free weights for the first 3 years of your journey. And then once you're able to connect, you've done enough volume to where you could connect to your muscle, then you could go into like the isolation stuff. So I like to do like an isolation to warm up. Then I'll do all the hard stuff after that, like, you know, the heavy presses, the free weights, and then I usually end with machine isolated work. So you know, you want to get stronger on the compounds, and then you just want to really, there's some workouts where it's just all about pump, pushing that muscle against the skin, pushing blood into that muscle, pumping it up, getting it bigger and bigger. So, you know, you need to have different kind of workouts in your routine. Some strength, some pump, and just some for your mind-muscle connection. And honestly, once you figure out what works best for you, stick with that routine. And one other thing on chest. So it kind of sucks with me training alone at night. I can't really get a spot. So I could actually probably get a few more reps on all these workouts I'm doing. It's hard for me to go with it without a spot, especially, you know, on a free weight where you get stuck. A machine, you should probably start pushing a little more on machines because you could just bail. But yeah, so if you really want to up your chest game, get a gym bro to train chest with, and you guys spot each other. So go until failure. Then once you can't go anymore, have a spot come in and get 2 or 3 force reps, and that'll get you used to that uncomfortable heavy weight. Before you know it, it'll feel light. But that's enough for cardio talk today. I'll see you guys in the car. All right, chest day complete. And, you know, chest day, the best day. Ooh. Yeah, it was good, man. I mean, those heavy presses, man, I'm feeling like I'm getting a lot out of it. Like, finally, because I feel like when this comes to, like, all my training, I feel like I'm actually, finally, I'm targeting the muscle I'm training. You know, like, I feel like I really have for the last 2 to 3 years, maybe. It's just, you know, everything is just Everything feels better. Lee Haney was right, man. Stimulate, don't annihilate. It's definitely awesome to lift heavy and just move that heavy weight. It's really fun. That's the thing. It's not like that it's ineffective, but it's more fun. And there's a better way to do things always. So, but I'm in the. I'll always say, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, you should just do what you want to do. Like, even if you are training incorrectly, if that's what you like to do and that's fun for you, then do that. It doesn't. Life is short, man. So do whatever you want to do with your life. Make every decision, and don't care what anyone thinks or anything. The only opinion that matters is yours. I mean, you could do anything, man. A lot of people underestimate themselves. They don't think they're capable of, doing anything. But we all have the same 24 hours in a day. And dude, you could really, in any right situation. So if you could set yourself up in any right situation, you could think about it. You could do anything, especially if you have the time on your hands. But it's all about setting that up. And honestly, a lot to do with that is financial freedom. So get your income in line, and you're able to, kind of just chill, have freedom. Then you can really do whatever you want. You can learn whatever you want to learn, and do whatever you want to do. Hang out with whoever you want to hang out. But that's another thing. You don't want to make yourself. You don't want to give easy access to yourself to everyone. It shouldn't be easy to access you. There's only, certain people that should have full access to you, but it should be difficult, man, because you should have high standards. You shouldn't want to waste any time, and you should be working on your own shit. And honestly, that's going to take, anything great is going to take a long time. But yeah, man, chess, man, fucking cable flies. The bent over and the seated. If you ever want to switch up from standing, or if you feel like you can't connect well with standing, try seated or bent over, like how I did in the video today, and you got to go off feel. If you don't feel it, don't do it. Say you're doing a chest workout and you don't feel it in your chest, you only feel it in your shoulders, then don't do it. Do something else. But when it comes to chess, it's really your body mechanics are crucial. Like, you really have to have your chest pointed, puffed out, and you're retracting your shoulder blades back, and it's isolating a muscle. Training and isolating a muscle is a skill, and I say that because it takes a while to learn. Like, it took me like a decade to finally be able to target the muscle right. I mean, you're gonna have to go through those trials and errors to see what works best for you. But that's one of the plus with social media. You could see someone else's journey and see what's worked and what's not worked for them, and then you could kind of implement it to yourself if you relate to the person. When it comes to life and working out in general, always have an open mind and always constantly be learning. If you're not willing to learn, you think you know it all, that's where you're lost, man. Especially in fitness, because there's no rules in fitness. So basically, you're learning every day in fitness. Like, seriously, there's no rules. Everyone's different. So you need to learn every day, and you need to have an open mind and be constantly learning. And then before you know it, you have like an encyclopedia on your body and what to do and what works for you, what doesn't, how strong you are when you do this, how strong you are when you do that. Like, you need to be very in tune with your body. For back tomorrow, if I go tomorrow, we'll see. But right now I feel pretty good, but my legs are sore from yesterday. I know my chest is going to be sore tomorrow. So that's upper and lower sore. You should probably take off. But we should have the soreness talk. So if you're not getting sore, in my opinion, that's a problem. Yeah, like there was years where I was training and not getting sore, and I used to think not too much of it. And I look back and I was like, wow, I was wrong. Because now every time I train now, I'm sore. That's probably because I'm training with proper execution now and not making everything a full body movement. So you need to train hard and effectively. And if you're not sore after your workout, and soreness doesn't have to be like, oh, you felt like you got hit by a truck. Like right now, when I contract my chest, it feels a little sore and tight, like as if I exercised it, you know. But like, it's not like that soreness hasn't hit me like a pile of bricks right now. But tomorrow it might. But I am a big believer in soreness. So if you're not getting sore, change up your workouts to where you are getting sore, and I believe you'll get a better result. Your pumps, your strength relative to form, and your soreness is a good key measurement to if you're training properly. So if you're getting pumped up and you're getting sore after and you're getting stronger and you're getting stronger with better form, then those are all signs of you're training correctly, you're getting the most out of it, you're not wasting your time. So definitely look into training hard enough to where you are sore. And if you're not, let's say you haven't been sore in a month, you're wasting time, 100%. But yeah, that should be good for the car talk today. We had a good cardio talk, good chest workout. We'll see. Knowing me, I have a hard time staying out the gym, so I'll probably be hitting back tomorrow. But if not, day off, I'm filming every workout, so you will see it. So I will see you on the next video for back.